Hey guys, so I just got done doing the most meaningful thing that I get to do on any given year, my retreat program. It was 3 days. I am a little unshaven right now. I just realized, Jameson, but in a moment you're about to see a fresher me, a me 3 days younger from the beginning of the virtual retreat. You may not have been there for those 3 days, but I wanted to give you something of value from that program. There was a moment near the beginning of the program where I talked about the position you might be in right now in your life, where you're struggling with some things, and that's affecting you and your day-to-day happiness. Well, this clip is all about that, and I think you'll love it, and it's brand new, never been seen before outside of the retreat program from 3 days ago. Check it out and stay till the end because I have a very, very big announcement waiting for you. You're all struggling with something. There's pain, there's hardship in your life right now. Everyone is struggling with something. But what unites us is all of us, we just want to be happier. We just want to be happier. We just want to be more at peace. And a lot of us have convinced ourselves that we can't be happy where we are, the way things are going. And sometimes it really does feel impossible to feel at peace or to feel happy with what's going on in our lives right now. So we'll do anything to get out of the situation we're in right now, whether it's a job we hate, whether it's the grief of someone we just lost, maybe a family member we're grieving, maybe a relationship we're grieving, maybe a health issue that we're coming to terms with, maybe a financial loss that we're reconciling in our minds. We all have a pain that on some level we're afraid, I can't be happy with this pain and I'm not going to be happy until I can get rid of it. But when I think about the big theme of this retreat, it's that we all have a magic that is unique to us. We all have our own special brand of magic. And the real artists in life create magic where they are. They don't create magic where they want to be, because that may never come. And circumstances may change. And whatever you think is bad in your life right now, once that's better, something else can come along a day later to throw you off again. That's the joke of life. We spend all this time trying to get to this place of homeostasis. We spend all of this time getting to this place where everything feels still and calm again. If I could just fix this, and if I could just fix that, and if I could just fix that, then I'll be all right. Then I can start enjoying life. If I can just get to that point, then I'll start enjoying life. But when has that ever been your experience? When have you ever had an experience of having fixed everything in your life? When can you name a time in your life where there wasn't one thing that was going wrong, where there wasn't one thing that you were dissatisfied with, where there wasn't one thing you wanted to be different? And what so many of us do is we wait for the stars to align in life. Once I get that relationship, then I'm going to be in a good place. Once I get that level of financial freedom, then I'm going to be able to breathe differently. Then I'm going to be in a different place. Once I've left this job, once I've started that business, once I've moved town, once I'm in shape, then I can start enjoying life. Then I can start bringing my magic. There will never be such a time. There will never be a time in my or your life where the stars will have all aligned and everything in our lives is going the way we want. And then happiness and peace will arrive. That time will never come. There are too many variables in life. You spent your whole time trying to be financially successful, and then right where you get to that point and you have ultimate freedom, someone in your family gets sick. And it feels like none of it matters because it feels like nothing can matter if the person you love the most is sick. Or everything's going well in your life, and then you find out the person that you're with is having an affair. You finally got everything you wanted, and then you find out the person you're with is having an affair. Or you get diagnosed with an illness. There's always something. There's always something waiting for us. Life is always, as soon as we think we got everything lined up nicely, life has a new answer for us. And a question. Here's a new thing. How do you want to deal with this? Here's a new thing. How are you going to deal with that? You thought everything was going well. You thought you were going to get a break. You thought you were going to fix all these things, and then you were finally going to get this equilibrium you've been fighting for years. Here's a new answer. And it's something you didn't expect. What's that line? It's always the things you don't worry about. They're the ones that come along to get you. Something happens. Life has a new question. In my life, and guys, when I say I live this message, I live this message. In my life, the answer is always the same. Life has a question. What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about that? And my answer is always the same. Create magic. Create magic. What did you think there was going to be a different answer this time? Create magic. Now, I'm not perfect. I fuck up. I get it wrong. I do things I regret. I make bad decisions. I hurt people sometimes. My life is littered with mistakes. But it doesn't change the answer. And I'll never bullshit you about something that I'm not good at and tell you I'm good at that. I won't. This weekend, you'll learn more about me than you've learned in 100 YouTube videos. But believe me when I say I live this message. No matter how hard life gets on any front, when life asks that question, my answer is always the same. Life asks, what are you going to do about this one? Create magic. So I want you to write this down right now, because this is the first big thing. This is going to carry us through the entire weekend, is create magic where you are. Not where you want to be, not 3 years from now, not 6 months from now, not once you repair your relationship with your mother or your father, or not once you get on your feet financially, not when you finally get that house you want to live in, not when you finally look the way you want to look, not when you finally get that relationship. No, where you are right now. This retreat is about creating magic from there. It's about a true acceptance of where am I starting from today? Where am I starting from? Forget the life that I thought I had or the life that I thought I wanted. All of you have a picture of the life that you thought you would have by now. Everyone does. Everyone has that idea. By this point, I was supposed to be financially free. I'm not. By this point, I was supposed to have met someone. I haven't. I was only supposed to get married once. I didn't. By this point, I was supposed to have my dream body. I don't. By this point, certain family members were supposed to be more bearable. They're not.
We all have our blueprint for the way that we wanted life to go. And what makes us deeply unhappy is this feeling of life should have been like this. Life should have been like this. But it's fucking not. It's not. Life didn't pan out that way. But we make ourselves so terribly unhappy, consistently thinking about the blueprint for the way our life was supposed to go and the way it's going. And we grieve and we grieve and we grieve the loss of this, that it's not happening, that it should be happening. And we make ourselves so unhappy, not just by comparison with other people. People always say that. You get, comparison is the thief of joy. If you keep comparing yourself to other people, you're going to rob yourself of any joy in life. But comparison kills us when it's comparing ourselves to what we thought we should have been by now. Here's what we should have been doing. Should have been married. Should have had kids. Should have been doing the dream job. Should have looked this way. Should have been living here. We have this blueprint and life didn't go that way. In some respects it did. In other respects it didn't. And then we focus on the ways that we didn't, and it makes us so terribly unhappy. Instead of just going, fuck it. This is my life. How I woke up today, my problems today, my stuff I have to deal with, the questions life has asked me this year or this month or this morning that I have to answer, where my relationships are right now, where my dating life is right now, where my body is right now, where my finances are right now. This is where I start. This is my starting point. Who cares what I thought it should have been? It's irrelevant. It's science fiction. Who cares? The life we have is the life we woke up into today.
The life we have is the life we woke up into today. Now, I know you're going through some difficult things right now. Everybody is. Everyone has something that is making it hard for them to be happy today. If you take one thing away from this video, please know this. Whatever struggles you're going through, whatever hardship you have in your life, whatever trauma you have in your past, your life can be a stunningly beautiful masterpiece. And you have the ability to make it that way. You can create the magic in your life. You just have to have the right tools. You just have to know how. Now, if you are serious about getting the tools, getting the practical insights into how to do that for yourself this year, I have a huge announcement to tell you about. I've been waiting 2.5 years to make this announcement. The last time I ran my in-person retreat in Florida was in 2019. We had to cancel in 2020 and in 2021 because of COVID, and we have finally got to the point where we are able to put this program on again. And we are only doing it once this year. And it's happening from May the 30th until June the 5th. We are going to Florida. I am taking an exclusive group of people who are signed up and committed to changing their lives with me in person. This is going to be our most popular in-person retreat ever because we have all the people that signed up for the retreats that had to be postponed. And we have all of the people who are on a wait list who have been waiting for this announcement to get their ticket. I am telling you now because the spaces are going to run out faster than ever on this event. And I want you to be there because what event could be more meaningful than the one that has been waiting 2.5 years to happen? We all need this. My team needs this. We can't wait to see each other again. I haven't seen my team in person in 2.5 years. And we all get to come together. We are inviting you to come together for that party. And it's going to be a party that over 6 days changes your whole relationship with life, with yourself, and with everyone you encounter. When people come to this retreat, they deal with things they have taken their whole life to deal with. And then they come and they handle them. And these are the kinds of emotional issues and the self-sabotaging, the getting in our own way that prevent us from being happy, from being at peace, from meeting the person we want to meet for an amazing relationship. There are people that go on to create extraordinary careers after the retreat because they finally are able to take the leap and go after what they want, or speak up for themselves, or set boundaries with people in their lives that lead to opportunities. Everything I've ever learned about how to live a beautiful life, I have put into this program. I've been running it for over a decade of my life, and it is the art of my life. This is my masterpiece. And I love the fact that YouTube has given me a way to get my message out there to people. And I love that I help people all over the world who will never be able to attend one of my events. It's one of the great gifts of my career, is that I've been able to reach people that I never would be able to meet in person. But my God, is meeting in person special. And for those of you that want change on an immersive level, that takes care of things that plague you, the emotions, the suffering that daily impacts your quality of life in this short, precious life. If you want to handle those things once and for all, I know of no better place you can be than the retreat program. Like I said, it's happening in person by the beach in Florida from May the 30th until June the 5th, and you can apply to be a part of it. The program is by invite only, but you can apply, have a phone call with one of my team, tell them about your story and what you want to achieve this year, and if you're right for it, we will invite you to come join us. I'll leave a link here. It's mhretreat.com, and I really cannot wait for the possibility of meeting you in person in Florida in May. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.